Over the past few years, we've seen Royal Enfield launch a lot of genre of motorcycles. They've kind of moved away from that bullet classic thing, although they still sell a lot of classics out there. Joining that pack is this, the Guerrilla 450. Now it's a roadster and it's an all-new genre of Royal Enfield, and we are in beautiful Spain to try it out. How does it ride? We're going to tell all about it. But do remember to subscribe to the Auto Today YouTube channel and press that little bell icon so that you get notified every time we go live with a new video. Now, the Guerrilla 450 is a brand new motorcycle, and by brand new I mean it is powered by the 450 liquid cooled engine we've seen on the Himalayan. But trust me, they've done a lot to make this motorcycle. Let's start with the front end. You get alloy wheels, 17-inch both ends. You also get a plastic mudguard out here. The headlamp is again from the Himalayan, and although there's a little gap out here, overall I think the headlamp does a good job. Now when we come to the instrument panel, again taken from the Himalayan, is that single pod. You get all kinds of navigation and all stuff, and you can shift it through the switch gear. For the lower variants, you also get the older analog dial, but you also get the option of a tripper navigation. Tank, nice new tank, 11 liters of fuel capacity, and I think it does a good job because it gives you around roughly 300 kilometers of range, and I think that's respectable for a bike of this class. The seat is nice, a single piece unit, and it's comfortable. When you sit on it, it's not too high. You also get a higher seat with the GMA accessory pack. And when we move at the back, that's when you get to see a lot of Himalayan here. You see this panel out here? This is reminiscent of the Himalayans, but trust me, this does not fit the Himalayan because they've done a lot of work on the chassis to make it slimmer. I'll get to that in a bit. And overall, the bike looks very different and something which we've not seen from Royal Enfields as of now. So this engine comes from the Himalayan and it is in the same state of tune, 40 horsepower and 40 Newton meters of torque, but it's been retuned for this motorcycle. This is a roadster. Also, the swing arm is slightly shorter than the one you've seen on the Himalayan, and the sprocketing has also changed. So overall, the riding experience of the bike is very different. As far as the chassis, well, the front end is more or less the same, but from here on, again, it's been made slimmer so that getting on it is much easier. Overall, you cannot say that this is the same motorcycle as the Himalayan because it's got its own fine character. Now, how is it to ride? Well, the 450 engine gives it that punch, and the sprocketing also makes a lot of difference. So while on these lovely roads and arrow straight roads, you suddenly see doing 110 kilometers an hour, and that's because of the engine. It revs very happily as well, but one past 5000 RPM or something like that, vibes do creep in. But in the lower speeds, lower RPMs, it remains calm and it's very nice and tractable. What I also like about the bike is the riding position, because the foot pegs have come a little back and it's a slightly front down seating position. It's a nice one, and again you can see the taper on the seat. When you sit, it's a nice triangle, it's comfortable, it will not make you tired. And if you're thinking about enjoying corners, well, yes, this Royal Enfield is ready to dance, and it's something which I really like riding on these roads. Suspension, well, Showa forks up front, Showa suspension at the back as well. Slightly stiff, but overall it's a nice ride, and I think around corners you're really going to enjoy. Now the roads out here were very good, so I cannot talk much about the damping, the comfort on bad roads, so we'll keep that for when we get the bike back in India. Overall then, this new package is surely going to be something which is very interesting, and don't forget that the competition too is hotting up. So this is going to be a really good fight, and I'm sure Royal Enfield is going to price it right, and once the pricing is done, we'll get to know about it. I'll keep it flashed on the screen because by the time this goes live, we know the prices. So overall, this bike is surely a new bike from Royal Enfield, and it's great to see the company do stuff like this.